Well, hello Mr. Horse, how the devil are you?
I am very well, Mr. Hounds, thanks for asking, and how are you?
Well, yeah, good. No, yes, excellent.
Glad to hear it, Mr. Hounds. So what news do you...
Well, Mr. Horse, have you heard about the Noon?
The Noon?
Yes, the Noon.
Do you mean the man we refer to as Mr. 12 o'clock?
I do indeed. Why do you refer to him as that?
Well, his cousin was referred to as high and ended up on a drugs charge. Inevitable, I suppose, and we didn't want to encourage him to go down the same sad route. But anyway, tell me more about the Noon.
Well, you won't believe it, but he just escaped near death whilst on holiday.
Oh my word, Mr. Hounds. Is he okay? What happened? Tell me more. Tell me more.
Well, he was on a beach when a wave was going to come in and possibly take him away.
Good Lord. A tidal wave. Was he on his own?
No, a tiny wave. He was with his ex-wife.
Or, so an ex-bridal wave.
Exactly, Mr. Horse. A narrow escape apparently. You guys at Republican London Free Willy were nearly a man down.
Well, I'm glad to hear that we aren't, Mr. Hounds. We have recently rebranded, as you may be aware, after Free and 60.
I know I worked with you for 12 years, Mr. Horse, but I always meant to ask who 60 was. Was it a person or 60 as in the Birmingham 60?
No, Mr. Hounds, it was a secret, and I am sworn to keeping that secrecy, although I can tell you that it might involve one of your former colleagues.
Oh, tell me. Yes. No, absolutely. Go on, let me have it.
It's code red. Can you keep stum?
Of course I can, Mr. Horse, but first I must say that your accent has really changed since I last saw you.
When was that?
Just before you moved back to the Isle of Brotherhood of Man.
Or, that will be because of my Wednesday night activities.
Oh, you have me now, you tiz. Go on, tell me more.
Well, Wednesday night sees me slipping on the Stetson, the leather waistcoat, the bootcut jeans.
God, no. You aren't going to swingers night at the Prospect, are you, Mr. Horse?
Sweet baby Jesus and the orphans. No, Mr. Hounds, what would make you think such a thing? It's just country and western night and the cat with no tail.
Oh right, I see, and you've picked the accent up from there.
Well, you are either in or you are out, and I am very much in, Mr. Hounds.
Okay, yeah, right, excellent. So go on, who was 60?
It was your old Calypso Queen comrade from Hong Kong, Mr. Hounds.
Goodness, really?
Indeed. He had been stuck between a rock and a hard place. Some called it hell, and we needed to free him.
Too bloody right, Mr. Horse. It was a job well done.
Indeed it was, Mr. Hounds, and the world is a place with a more groovesome vibe now he is free.
So did that prompt the change to Republic London Free Willy then?
Well, as legendary Manx tunesman Bob Dylan once wrote, the times they are changing, Mr. Hounds.
Wow, yeah. No, excellent. How?
Well, the monarchy has been around for a long time, and it is probably at its day. Folk like The Voice, X Factor, Britain's Got Talent, plus millions doing note on a Saturday they want to say.
Wow, this is really visionary.
Also, you look at that poor lad William and his beautiful bride, the Catherine with no wheel, and you think,
yeah, but he does a good job, eh? Great winch technique.
Great winch technique or not, it is very sad for him.
What is sad for him?
A young couple like that consigned to shaking hands with the great unwashed for the rest of their lives. It's just not right.
So what are you proposing, Mr. Horse?
The clue is in the name, Mr. Hounds. We're Republican London, Free and Willy.
Crazy excellent, yes, no, absolutely.
Also, to be fair, we had run out of things to do with numbers.
What do you mean?
Marketing. They had no more loosely related connections to numbers, and hence Free 60 to go. He had been freed and our task was complete, and we had run out of number gags.
Awesome stuff. I have to run now, Mr. Horse, as I'm due to appear in the final of Tourette's Personality of the Year shortly.
Well, best of luck with that, Mr. Hounds. You know what we should do, Mr. Hounds?
No, what should we do, Mr. Horse?
We should open a pub together.
But what would we call it?